Gentlemen, over here in Victoria and Australia, we are in lockdown still for this global pandemic. So that means that for the last few months, and it's going to be the norm now for the next probably 4, 5, 6 months yet to come, we're working from home. So today, I want to take you through some steps that you can do to win the working from home game. Joining me today, guys. What I really want to do first up is thank everyone who has come along to watch the video to start with. Thank you if you've shared it. Thank you for liking it. If you haven't, please do. It goes a long way to helping me grow the channel. But if you aren't aware, I also have a podcast sitting over on SoundCloud and on iTunes called The Civilized Savage Radio, and that goes out every couple of weeks, and I interview some great people about their life, about what they do as men, but also about their businesses and the things that they have professional mastery around. Great topics, great stories. Encourage you to go across there and tune in and listen to those as well. So as I mentioned, today I'm talking about the things that you can do to win at this working from home game. So it's come about to be the norm now. Only 6 months ago, we were all required to go into the office and work 5 days a week, 9 to 5, and do that grind. But now, this has put a big shift on everything. And we're now no longer having to go into the office, but we're expected to work from home. And for many, that can be tricky. Because it's not just us who are at home working, it's our wives, it's also our children who are homeschooling. So for a lot of people, they're finding that very difficult. Finding it difficult to find a space that they can call theirs. Finding it difficult to get the headspace to get around what they do. And just feel like they're not being at home. A lot of people like to go to work to feel like they're going to work. They have a social network at work. So today there's some tips that you can do to win this game. So the first one is about routine. Get yourself a good routine. Go to bed at the same time, get up at the same time, every day. So the one thing I've taken away from decades of being in the military is that if you want to get a complex situation and simplify it and get some control around it, it's about break it down into steps. Now I talked the other week about being the king and bringing the king energy, and one of those key points of being a king was about bringing order to your world. So this is a great place to start. Get up at the same time every day. Now I'm not saying you have to get up at 4:30. I know there's a lot of people out on YouTube who talk about getting up at 4:30. By the way, that's not such a bad thing actually. It works really well. But if you don't want to do that, that's okay. But just make sure you're getting up at the same time. Get up. Do something. Prepare yourself. Have a shower, have a shave, even though you're at home. Prepare yourself as if you were going to work. Keep that same routine. Setting yourself up for success to get up out of bed at the same time means going to bed at the same time each night. Give or take half an hour, maybe an hour on the odd night off, right? So if you want to get a good night's sleep, you need to prep that all the way through the day. Get some exercise in, eat well, wind down, get rid of the electronics before you go to bed, so you get a good night's sleep. And that will help you to get out of bed at the same time. Set your alarm, don't hit snooze, get going, get up. Like I said, have your shower, prep yourself as if you're going to work. So the second part to this winning the work from home game is put on your uniform. Now that might be physically a uniform, it might be your high-vis shirt, it might be a suit, it might be a dress shirt, whatever it's going to be for you, put it on. It makes you feel like you are at work. Because when you're in those clothes, the body associates you with doing your work tasks. It's a very simple step, and it may seem like it's a bit of an overkill. Now, I'm not saying you need to put on a shirt and a tie and wear a jacket to work when you're at home. You might just be going to the next room or going to the kitchen table. But it doesn't hurt. Like I know that I have a work shirt. It's actually a polo shirt that we wear on our casual days at work. So it has the work logo on it, and it's not something I would normally wear at work because I do normally wear a suit when I go to work. But when I'm at home, I wear the work polo shirt. So not only do I feel like I'm at work, but also my family know that I'm at work. Because at the end of the day when I'm finished work, I literally take that off and put on a different shirt to signify to myself and also to my family that I'm no longer at work doing work. My time is now their time, and I get to spend that with them, and I get to focus and be present with them. I'm no longer checking the phone for emails. I'm no longer logging in and checking emails for work. I'm present. I've finished my day. So I start my day at the same time. I finish my day roughly at the same time, give or take, 30 minutes. Because I might sometimes just want to finish off a task. And look, that's no different to if I was at the workplace. But when I finish that, I physically take off my shirt and put a different one on, which signifies I'm now at home. But the same goes for signifying at the start of the day. When I get up in the morning, I get dressed, get ready, just as I would if I was going to work. And I put on my work shirt, albeit a casual one. Then I go out into the office and I do my work. Now the third one is about looking after you. This is about making sure you get exercise. Because what I do find, and one of the things I've heard a lot of people talking about, because it now has been a few months since we've been working from home and that has become the new norm, is that people aren't getting out to exercise as much as they were. Now part of that is because of the lockdown. So currently in Melbourne, over here in Australia, we have stage 4 restrictions and people cannot go further than 5 kilometres from their house. They can't go to a gym, they can't go further than 5 kilometres to go for a walk along the beach. They need to go around their local area, and they can only go by themselves. They can't go with anybody else. It's on their own, which sometimes for a lot of people can be very hard to do. Some people don't have that self-motivation, that self-discipline just to get out and do the exercise. But it's really important that you take those breaks through the day to get the exercise done. But it's not just the physical component that is playing heavily on people's minds. It's actually the mental game. The mental game is proving a bigger challenge for most people and for more people than are prepared to admit to. The mental challenge is being at home and feeling like you are at home. And then knowing that you're at work and you have to do work. So how do you make that mental shift? And for some people it's a little bit too difficult because they feel like they're at home. They feel like they got their kids around because they're homeschooling. They feel like they should be doing home stuff when really they're at work, they're committed, they need to do their work. That's what they're getting paid to do. But they also have products that they need to deliver and outputs that they need to keep up and that they've promised to do, right? So the mental game can be hard. So what would I recommend to do that? My recommendation is to connect. Connect with people. Ring your work colleagues. Have a chat to them. There's still plenty of opportunity for people to connect, even if it is through their phone or through their computer. You can do face-to-face through Zoom meetings. There's other apps that you can use now as well. But the reality is that you need to connect. You need to make that time to talk to other people. This is a really difficult time for people when they feel disconnected from their neighbours, their friends, their work colleagues. Make the effort to do it. Be the man that reaches out to your fellow mankind. Be the man that reaches out to your brothers and ask them, hey, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Because a lot of men aren't, and a lot of men aren't prepared to talk about it. You don't need to do it on your own. You can get out there, you can talk to people, pick up the phone. The mental game is a big part of this picture. So there's 3 things that you can take away. Keep a routine. Go to bed each night at the same time. Get up at the same time. Start work at the same time. Finish work at the same time. So you know when you're at work, and all the other people that are in your work circle also know when they can expect you to be online. Next one is to dress for the occasion. Put on a work shirt, whether it be a high-vis, jacket, polo shirt. Even if you don't have a work uniform, pick a shirt, pick a top, whatever it's going to be, and wear it. And when the workday is finished, take it off, put something else on. So it signifies to yourself, to your mind, to your family, that your workday is done. And you can relax and you can spend time and be present for those that you really care about. The third tip there is to connect. Connect with yourself through physical activity, keep fit, keep healthy, eat well, get plenty of fresh air as much as you can, but also connect with people. Reach out, ask if people are okay. Have conversations, real conversations, whether it be through Zoom or over the phone. Take that time to connect. And you'll find that you'll be able to not just survive this period of working at home, but really win the work at home game. I'm out.